Hi, beautiful souls. Today I'm sharing a little light on messages that are delivered in beautiful, unique ways. Yesterday I was reading a book, a beautiful book. What you're looking for is in the library. And as I was reading on a page, there was mention of a tree a fair few times, this particular tree. At this moment, a text message came through from a very dear friend who had just so happened to be planting these trees in his garden. Now, when synchronicity happens like this, and it's just so delightful, you can see it as a lovely gift of sharing, a message from the universe, a message from your higher aspects, a message from the divine. And you can look that up. You can look that up by going in within your heart, feeling for the message there, or you might look it up in a book or on the internet, and you can discern if that message is for you or not, because if it brings love into your heart, if it makes you feel warm and touched, then you know it's the right message for you. You don't have to take on board anything that doesn't resonate with you. And if there's anything that stirs any fear in you, then you know that's not the message for you, because the messages that are coming through will be about love. And you must know that. And I'm sure you do. Yesterday, after that happened, I came down to the beach, and it was quite wild. It was quite rough. Some big waves. And I walked down to the water's edge, and I was about to get in the water. And a great big seal, dead one, rose up on a wave, crashed into the shore, and then was dragged back into the water. My first response was, my gosh, how tragic, how sad. And then I stopped myself and I was like, you know what? That seal probably lived a really good, long life, happy life. And now it's just its turn to return home, rejoicing with everything that it ever was and ever will be, an other world, at peace, away from the challenges of living on a earth plane. And that's something to celebrate. And as the seal was moved with the ocean, down with the current, I watched, and I didn't feel bad, and I didn't feel sad, but I definitely didn't go swimming yesterday. That's for sure. I've been sitting on this beach many a morning recently, looking at the sun, drinking in the sun. The sun's changed, well, it keeps changing, it keeps on amplifying, and some of the codes that have been coming through have just been super amazing. I haven't necessarily interpreted the codes coming through in the intel, but I have integrated it quite quickly, and I just feel this acceleration is just amping up more and more all the time. It really does put one on the body vehicle, all of this acceleration. And of course, depending on what you do in your day and how you're looking after yourself, it can be something that we really need to take good care of, is, you know, really looking after ourselves, nurturing ourselves, getting good sleep. Last night, I was about to go to bed, and the boiler started beeping, this horrible chirruping sound. So I had a look at it and discovered that I really didn't know what to do about it. Then I changed the batteries in the thermostat, and that still didn't stop it from making this horrible high-pitched chirrup sound. And I just was tired and left it. I closed all the doors downstairs to try and make the sound not so audible upstairs. And I just left it. And it's interesting, isn't it, how these kinds of things happen in the nighttime, or happen when you least want them. I then had the most challenging night's sleep I've ever had. I slept very little last night. I was in immense pain, a pain that was so intense that I was doubled up and just really agony. I did a lot of breathing exercises that helped a little bit. Moved about, out of the bed, in the bed, out of the bed, in the bed. It was really very challenging. And today I'm still not feeling particularly great, but I know that once I get in that water, I'm going to feel so much better, because without that sea, I really don't know what I'd be doing right now. It's just such a giver of life. It's such a giver of energy. It is the flow. It is the currency. It's interesting, isn't it? It is the currency. It's our flow of abundance. And you see, that's the meaning there. Knowing that when we go with the flow, we allow our abundance to come to us. We allow our flow to move towards us effortlessly. And when we push against things and try to make things happen, try to push things before they're ready, then we end up hurting ourselves. We end up creating problems that actually don't exist. We make issues. So the more awake we are, the more aware we are. Oh, look at that rainbow. How beautiful. The more awake and aware we are, the more we can see what's going on around us, picking up the gifts and the messages that we've probably left ourselves from a different time frame, different frequency, being alert to graciously retrieve and accept with gratitude the messages, looking out for beautiful things like rainbows. Isn't that just so lovely? Seeing things as perfect and divine, no matter the situation, making the most of our lives, each precious moment whilst we're here. Life is supposed to be honoured, revered, and enjoyed. And the way to enjoy things is to make it as magical and as happy and as wondrous as possible. And you do that by being attentive, awake, conscious, what's going on around you, holding presence, allowing the good in, being able to be neutral with the things that aren't so easy to look at, or maybe things that are challenging, including the pains, breathing with them, letting them pass. Everything passes, and knowing that all is well. I send you love, light, and joy on your path. I'm going to be getting in the sea even though it's raining. Many blessings. Peace.